听专家解读美国升学方案，看美国学习生活点滴，圆美国名校梦想。本节目由美国文美教育集团冠名播出。
大家好，欢迎收看文美集团美国升学直通车。文美集团美国升学直通车是华人网和文美教育集团联合制作播出的北美首档大型的网络直播教育节目。在我们的节目当中，你将会了解到最新最权威的教育资讯，还有升学的建议。无论你是学生还是家长，有任何的美国升学教育问题，都可以给我们留言。下面进入我们今天的升学大讲堂。
Hi, this is Pierre for WinMay. Today's topic is going to be overview and analysis of the 2025 U.S. News Best College Rankings. The 2025 U.S. News Best College Rankings offer an invaluable resource for high school students and parents navigating the complex admissions process. As one of the most trusted and widely used college ranking systems, U.S. News ranks universities based on factors like academic reputation, faculty resources, graduation rates, and student outcomes. While rankings shouldn't be the sole factor in a student's decision-making process, they can help guide families as they evaluate institutional quality, program strengths, and fit. In this essay, we will analyze the 2025 rankings, explore the latest admissions trends at top 20 universities, and provide guidance on how students can use these rankings to create a balanced and effective college list. We will also examine how emerging trends like test optional policies, holistic admissions, and institutional focus on diversity are shaping the landscape of college admissions. First section is going to be key components of the U.S. News College Rankings. The U.S. News Best College Rankings evaluate schools across several metrics to ensure a comprehensive view of academic excellence. Number 1, academic reputation. Schools are ranked based on peer assessments from university leaders, highlighting institutional prestige and the perceived quality of academic programs. Number 2, graduation and retention rates. This metric reflects on how well universities support students through graduation. Higher rates are typically associated with strong student services and academic support. Number 3, faculty resources. This category measures class sizes, student-to-faculty ratios, and faculty qualifications. Smaller class sizes and better faculty resources often correlate with higher student satisfaction. Number 4, financial resources. Universities with robust financial aid offerings and institutional wealth are more likely going to attract a diverse and talented student body. Number 5, student selectivity. SAT/ACT scores, high school class rank, and acceptance rates play a crucial role in determining a university's selectivity, which is often closely tied to its ranking. For the 2025 rankings, universities saw some shifts in their positions due to changing trends in admissions, institutional investment in diversity, and updated methodologies that prioritize outcomes over inputs. Princeton, MIT, and Stanford retained their top spots, while universities with strong commitments to diversity and first-generation student support, like Brown and Duke, have also risen in the rankings. Admissions trends in the top 20 universities. One of the most notable trends in the 2025 admission cycle is the expansion of test optional policies. After the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, many top universities shifted to test optional admissions, and this policy has become permanent at several institutions. This shift has led to increased application volume and higher selectivity at top universities, as students no longer feel limited by standardized test scores. As a result, the holistic review process, which takes into account factors like extracurricular activities, essays, and recommendations, has become more important than ever. In addition to test optional policies, top universities have intensified their focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion. This includes not only increasing access for underrepresented groups, but also enhancing campus support for first-generation and low-income students. Universities like Princeton, Harvard, and the University of Chicago have led the way in these efforts, offering significant financial aid packages and recruiting initiatives aimed at making elite education more accessible. The next section is using the U.S. News rankings to build a college list. While rankings provide a helpful framework for evaluating colleges, it is essential for students to create a well-balanced list of institutions based on their personal goals, academic fit, and extracurricular interests. The U.S. News rankings can serve as a launching pad, but the final college list should be tailored to each student's unique needs. Number 1, identify academic and social fit. The first step is to look beyond the numbers. Students should evaluate universities based on factors such as academic programs, campus culture, location, and available extracurricular opportunities. For example, a student interested in STEM fields might prioritize schools like MIT, Stanford, or Caltech, which consistently rank at the top for science and engineering programs. On the other hand, the student focused on the liberal arts might gravitate towards institutions like Yale, Princeton, or Brown, known for their strong humanities programs. Number 2, use rankings to build a balanced college list. High school students should build a list that includes a mix of reach, target, and safety schools. U.S. News rankings can be a useful tool for identifying potential reach schools, but students should also use admissions data, such as the average GPA and standardized test scores of admitted students, to identify more realistic options. For example, a student with a 4.0 GPA and competitive SAT or ACT scores might consider schools like Harvard, Stanford, and Columbia as reach schools. However, they should also include target schools like UCLA or the University of Michigan, and safety schools like Boston University or Northeastern, ensuring they have options across various levels of selectivity. Number 3, factor in affordability and financial aid. One of the most important considerations for students and families is the cost of attendance. Many top schools, including Ivy League institutions, offer need-blind admissions and significant financial aid packages. Students should carefully examine the financial aid offerings of each school, as many elite universities have robust resources to support students from low and middle-income families. The U.S. News rankings include data on financial resources, which can help students identify schools that are likely to offer strong financial aid packages. The next section is going to be the latest admissions trends, holistic review, and the rise of essays. As universities move further into test optional policies, the importance of holistic review in the admissions process has grown. Top universities are placing more weight on personal essays, extracurricular activities, and recommendation letters to differentiate between high-achieving students. This means that students with unique stories, strong leadership skills, and meaningful community involvement have a better chance of standing out in the competitive admissions landscape. Number 1, personal essays. The personal essay has always been an important, but it has become an even more crucial part in recent years. Students should use this space to provide insights into their character, goals, and experiences. Rather than summarizing achievements, students should focus on personal growth and demonstrate how their experience has aligned with the university's values. Number 2, extracurricular activities. Admissions officers are increasingly looking for students who have shown sustained commitment to their extracurricular activities. Rather than participating in many clubs or activities, students should focus on a few that are meaningful to them. Leadership roles, community service, and passion projects are particularly important in distinguishing an application. Case study 1, building a balanced college list. Student A is a high-achieving student with a 4.3 GPA, multiple AP courses, and competitive extracurriculars. He is interested in pursuing a degree in economics and international relations. After reviewing the U.S. News ranking, Student A creates a college list that includes reach schools like Harvard, Yale, and Princeton, which have top programs in his field of interest. He also includes target schools like Georgetown and New York University, and safety schools like Boston College and the University of Richmond. By using the rankings to identify top-tier programs in economics, student A ensures that his college list aligns with his academic interests, while also providing a mix of selectivity to maximize his chances of admission. Case study 2, navigating the test optional process. Student B is a student with strong extracurricular involvement, leadership roles in her school's debate team, and a 3.8 GPA. She excels in writing but has also had lower standardized test scores. With test optional policies in place, she chooses to apply to schools like Brown, Dartmouth, and the University of Chicago without submitting her SAT scores. She focuses on crafting compelling personal essays that highlight her leadership in debate and her passion for advocacy. By emphasizing her strengths in her application and taking advantage of test optional policies, student B increases her chances of admission to highly selectivity universities that value a holistic review process. In conclusion, I'd like to say that the 2025 U.S. News Best College Rankings offer high school students and their families an important tool for evaluating colleges, but they should be used in conjunction with other factors like academic fit, financial aid, and personal preferences. With the emerging trends like test optional policies, increasing competition, and the rise of holistic admissions, students must approach the application process strategically by using the rankings to build a balanced college list and focusing on personal essays and extracurriculars. Students can maximize their chances of admission to top universities. And the last thing I'd like to do is simply look over the list and just see some trends here. So I see here that we have Princeton as number 1, MIT as number 2, Harvard as number 3, Stanford as number 4, Yale as number 5, Caltech as number 6, in a tie with Duke, which is also number 6, and a tie with Johns Hopkins, which is also number 6, in a tie with Northwestern University, which is also number 6. And then we have University of Pennsylvania at number 10, Cornell University at number 11, tied with the University of Chicago at number 11. Then we have Brown University at number 13, Columbia University tied as well at number 13, Dartmouth at 15, UCLA at number 15, UCLA Berkeley at number 17, Rice University at number 18, in a tie with University of Notre Dame at number 18, in a tie as well with Vanderbilt University at number 18. And then to round it off, we have Carnegie Mellon at number 21. And so, of course, as expected, we see a lot of Ivy Leagues in the top 20, but we also see the usual suspects such as MIT and Stanford as well. But we also see schools like Johns Hopkins, Duke University, and Caltech, as well as University of Chicago, which is usually a top school as well. So we've talked about the admissions trends, but I would say that you need to really analyze each university and see how well it fits into the overall scheme of what you're trying to accomplish, what type of schools you're trying to go for. And with that, I'll be ending the meeting now. Thank you.
谢谢 Mr. 比尔先生，大家有任何的问题都可以直接来咨询文美集团。